heat issues originally on one of my older computers, so I had to add fans. I was very unhappy with it. Using the restroom though, and I'll be right back. So we'll figure out how to talk the whale. Alright. Let's grab a drink while I was up.
Nah, I still have some. Machine, create a new flavor from this. I hate gadgets that... Not a chance. I'll hang on to it till my last breath. Yeah, it's bright enough in here. Yeah, it's bright enough in here. It's impossible that these levers don't have any significance. It's simply impossible.
Yeah, but they don't change anything anymore, so...
The second cartridge should remain my secret for now. The second cartridge... Ah!
Oh. I'm gonna start clicking everything on everything from the start. I'll leave the cotton candy. I don't. What?
Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Huh, it doesn't even seem to see them. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Huh, it It doesn't even seem to... Let there be light.
I just remember that we lit up the cotton candy by lighting the phosphorus cotton candy earlier. So maybe...
Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Here I am, behind the cracked window. Stupid animal. Ah, locked. Distrustful bunch, these pirates.
Now they're pirates?
Not a chance.
They were monsters. Were. Luna, how you doing? Welcome in.
We have here.
Ah,
Welcome to Bozo's Trash Trawler. I'm Bozo.
don't shoot! I'm unarmed!
What? I don't want to shoot you.
Listen, I don't want any trouble. I'll just get my girlfriend.
Good morning, Luna.
and
How are you
leave.
doing?
No reason to get violent.
So, that's the illusion you were talking about?
Doc, what are you doing here? Did this pirate kidnap you too? Don't worry, I'll save you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not a pirate, and I didn't kidnap anyone either.
Well, that was easy. Yeah, I haven't got much time. I need
You
to keep
jumped
the
out from your
Orgonon
hell pod,
blowing
eh?
up Deponia.
What? Why should the Orgonon blow up Deponia?
I can't tell you anymore. I'm on the track of a conspiracy of enormous proportions. I can't get you involved in all this.
You don't know yourself, do you?
Well, that's confidential, too. All I can tell you is this. I have to find a way to wake up Goal.
Well, then you've come aboard the right trawler. I know a lot about brain implants.
Just like me.
I guess the cartridge was damaged. Hand it over for a second.
Just press the eject button.
Hey, keep away or you'll board the pain train.
Pain train? Who do you think I am? Just wanted to help you.
Yeah, whatever. Almost dropped it.
Hold your horses, young man. Such a cartridge has to be handled with loving care. One scratch, and
I don't
your
know if I would
girlfriend
trust
is nothing
this
but
dude
organic
to hold
waste.
anything.
Don't worry, she's in good hands.
Do
Yeah,
you
Luna,
have
we
the
wasted like the first
You do?
hour
There
on
you
something
go. That was
stupid
the
that I
complicated
could have done
part, right?
the entire
Stop
time if I
joking
just
and
thought about
show
it.
me. Ah, yes. What's your diagnosis?
The battery's down?
Well, in that case, there's nothing we can do. We should scrap the thing and... Wait a minute. You're just messing with me, aren't you? It's just some dust on the contact pins, that's all.
Yeah, and you totally fell for it.
Well, this shouldn't be a problem at all. Clean the pins and reinsert it.
You mean I should dust? You sound like my ex-girlfriend.
Did you scrap her too because her battery was down?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, he scrapped her.
Goal's memory is stored on it. Caution advised. Ah, well, that's just a tiny speck of dust. We'll have that cleaned up in no time.
Oh, there's... I'm like,
I wouldn't take that feather duster. I use it to clean the tanks.
Oh, sounds promising enough. If you can clean a tank with it, then it must work twice as well for a measly cartridge. I know what I'm doing.
Hey, you've stolen my key.
And you have kidnapped my girlfriend.
Oh, she was not kidnapped. correct. And I can put her back out into the cold if you prefer.
And how are you gonna do that, all without a key?
Not a problem. My door is always open.
So, you shouldn't be wondering when things get stolen around here all the time. No! Oh, ugh. The duster has dusted everything with dust. And... oh no. Grease spot. I'll have to give it the once-over.
What? Where am I? Cletus? Is that you?
Far from it. It's me, Rufus. Well, doesn't the name ring a bell?
No, I don't know you. I don't know any of you. How did I get here? Help! Help!
Oops, wrong cartridge.
That was her backup cartridge.
So, did you clean the contact pins yet?
I'm almost done.
Hurry up! It's not good for the head if the conscience gets disconnected for too long.
Don't I know it? I hope they know how to party in Elysium.
Well, can I help in any way?
Nice try, but I'm not gonna fall for it.
I'm not conning you.
Don't even try. If I find out...
Well, what do you mean? She was like that when I first found her. I thought she could use a doctor.
Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum, right?
What? No.
I thought so. If I find...
Well, I thought...
Yo-ho...
What?
I suggest not because I'm scared of... but out of consideration for the lady.
I don't even have any weapons.
Are you calling me a coward? If you want to fight, you just have to say so.
What's going on here? Do you even listen to what I say?
Huh, I thought as much, you... How can you bear to be in this stinking pirate's den?
But I've just cleaned it up.
Oh yeah? Well, the rear ends of sea cows smell better than you.
Maybe I'll give it another good mopping later.
Ha ha! By Neptune's navel, to the port side! Arr! Release Doc.
But,
Oh yeah? And your mother has booked for 2, I suppose.
hey,
Jesus.
leave my old mother out of this. Whatever this is.
Touche, Captain. Touche.
Toupee salesman.
I'm gonna keep my...
I'm just saying.
That's right. That's...
Remember, I just stole the guy's key, so now I can open the chest.
There. Open. Let's get rid of the key.
Jesus. Oh, yeah.
I already raised enough. Blah. What a mess. No, I already... What have we here? A small brush, miniature bellows, a sealed pack of hand wipes. What useless junk. I want to clean a cartridge, not refurbish a doll's house. Ah, yes. This looks much better. A steel brush and a bottle of degreaser. I'll leave the girly stuff.
Everything else in there would have done the job.
Blah. Hope it's supposed to be like. Hope it's supposed to. The steel brush on Gold's consciousness? Only if I absolutely. Only if I. Whoa! Maybe I should have washed my hands. Oh no, this is beyond help. Good thing I still have an ace up. Ta-da! 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 Good as new! And those scratches could have come from anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
So, did you clean the contact pins yet?
He did something.
All clean and
He
shiny.
did something
Very
all
good.
right.
Show me. Just a minute. Did this have those scratches before?
What? Oh, those. I noticed them before. Inconceivable how those young ladies treat their brain implants these days, isn't it?
Yes, and they don't even have to eject them from their drives either. Inconceivable.
Well, a couple of scratches. They can't be too grave, can they?
Talking about grave, has someone engraved his name and a little heart on there?
You better give that back. It'll work just fine.
Well, it has to.
He's gonna have brain damage. Then again, maybe that'll work out best for him. Panda! How you doing?
What? Where am I? Cletus? Is that you? No. Give me a second. You are Rolfie.
Rufus.
I recognize you. There was that big
How you
hole.
doing, Panda?
And then I
Who's it
remember
all?
a hospital.
How was
There were other people too.
I agree with your
Deponia.
assessment on Outer Wilds. As far as the, you got an ending.
Deponia is inhabited. The Organon light.
At the end of the day,
To contact Cletus.
Well, that's almost a good idea.
it's an ending.
Just almost, unfortunately. Your oh-so-wonderful fiancé is in cahoots with the
You're doing well, you're at work.
Cletus's-
How goes it?
What?
Hope everyone's doing well. You like the art
I
style?
heard,
Maybe you should sit down first.
but
See,
I'm already sitting.
I know you were waiting for my
I'll
approval
explain.
as your one of your designated princesses of Salt. Well, specifically of Salt, but one of the designated princesses. And I had to let you know I approve.
The Organon wants to destroy Deponia.
I
I'm
know that.
the only
That's why
designated
Cletus and I
princess.
came here to see if Deponia was really uninhabited.
Thank
But
you.
People do live here, and Ulysses wants to hide the fact so that
It
he
was
can
a
blow up
nightmare,
Deponia
but it's over
anyway.
now.
We must stop him at all costs.
It's over.
I agree.
Outer Wilds can't hurt you anymore.
I saved you.
I can hardly remember anything.
Not even how I saved you from the clutches of the Organon?
There was this conveyor belt,
Yep.
and hey, you were there too. You were operating those levers.
Or how I nursed you back to health?
I remember a stinging taste on my tongue.
And how I carried you halfway around the planet?
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Wasn't there
No
a
problem,
plane?
Panda. I'll be
Well,
here.
obviously,
I got
you
I
don't
got a couple
remember
hours to go.
anything. Be that as it may, you can thank me later.
10% life. Sometimes. Sometimes I'm 10% life too.
Your implant was malfunctioning. Your fall from the Organon cruiser damaged it.
The Organons pushed me off the cruiser?
Well, yes. Thank junk I could fix everything.
Actually, it was me who supervised the repairs.
Yeah, of course you did, Gramps. Everyone wants a slice of acknowledgement.
And now everything's all right. And now everything's all right. And now everything's all right again.
Exactly. Cletus is a traitor. He's collaborating with the Organon.
Of course he is. The Organon is our escort on our reconnaissance mission.
Yes, of course, but somehow Ulysses has convinced him to falsify his report. He'll advise the Council of the Elders to blow up Deponia.
Despite the planet being inhabited. The monster.
Exactly. You've been kidnapped by a pirate.
How often do I have to repeat myself? I'm a garbage.
I could have gone without calling the guy
Just
pirate
want
again,
to help.
but I
Don't
also
worry,
had to call
I'll
the guy
keep an eye
pirate
on
again.
him. He won't hurt you.
Of course I won't. Why would I do that?
You see? I'm protecting you. Enough talking. We have to prevent the Organon from destroying Deponia. It'd be best if you took me along to Elysium. Then we could tell your people the truth, and everything will be fine, right?
Right.
For real? You're taking me along? To Elysium?
Why wouldn't I? All we need is a perfect plan.
Huh. Hey, you're talking to the right man. Perfect plans are my specialty.
Okay,
You couldn't even
shoot.
fix the... You know what?
We should set a trap for Argus. Preferably, we'll dig a pit first, and then we'll camouflage it with some mud, and then we'll sound the alarm. And while you sit on the adjacent hill, dressed as a giraffe...
Wouldn't it be easier to pass you off as Cletus? You bear a striking resemblance to him.
Well, I don't know. My body is much better toned.
We'll overpower him and go back to Elysium together.
Oh, that could work. It's a good thing I thought of that.
And what about us?
Oh, you...
Don't worry. When Elysium is informed that there's still life on Deponia, they'll call the demolition off.
Yeah, and we'll be on Elysium.
We'd be heroes.
And everybody will be happy.
Exactly.
Well, what are we waiting for? She really suits me.
Going too well for Rufus.
Uh-oh.
That's Argus and his officials.
Quick, take cover.
Again, we're searching for a Deponian male and a tall Elysian female. We found their traces, so we know that they must still be nearby. If you find them, arrest them at once. The Elysian must not be eliminated. The Deponian, on the other hand, may.
Hey, did you hear that?
Yeah, I guess I'm too much of a threat to them.
Why? Is he too much of a threat to us? No, don't worry. He's just in our way.
Hey!
Get to work, men. There must be someone in the compound. Keep an eye on that gate. Don't let them escape.
They obviously have no idea who they're dealing with. Stay down. I'll show them the meaning of he's just in our way.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah, that would but if I... And I don't have... I hope Goal is watching this. This is something that I'll only do once. I'll save my I'll save my Ow! Ow! Ow!
What was that? Did you hear that too? Sounded pretty miserable. Yes, did. Well, I don't think we need to be frightened of an animal that makes sounds like that. It's probably physically challenged.
Crap. As long as the top is down, I can't make out anything in here. Ow! The bone-shattering honking will knock them out cold. Which brings us to Plan B. I'll save my telekinetic... Ow! As long as the top is down, I can't make out anything in here. I'll save my The hood is propped open by this red thing. It's all I can see. I'll save my telekinetic. I'll save my That's bright enough. I'll save my I'll save my I'll save my... I'm getting hungry again. I'll save my... Ow! As long as the top is down, I can't make out anything in here. I'm getting... I should be... Who knows if... I don't need... I sort... Hey! Where's my bucket? No. I'll save my the...
What was that? Meow. No, that was not a cat. That was something big. A cow! A cow must be entangled in this pile of junk. So it would seem. Stupid animal.
Whew. It's a good thing I'm always thinking on my feet. Ow!
Don't forget it. There's nothing there.
I'll save my Finally, I can get over there without it squeak. I'll save my... I'll save my... The organons are standing almost directly under the magnet. Those morons. Enough laughter for now. Finally, I can get over there without it squeaking. How incredibly stupid. I'll save my... I'll save my I can't get any close. The organons would see... I'll save my
Now I hear it too. Hello? Hello, who's there? You're paranoid, 2017.
I don't know why that... Okay, and then the laugh is me. I'd do that in a heartbeat.
That wasn't half bad.
Hey, half bad is my second name, babe.
Stop calling me that.
Oh, come on. We need to hurry.
Half bad is my... I think he doesn't really understand what he's saying, and he should probably reconsider his life choices.
Stop! Who goes there?
It's me, Cletus, accompanied by my charming fiancée, Gold.
Finally, I was afraid she'd already eloped with that disgusting Deponian.
What a bizarre thought.
Au contraire, Buttercup. Don't be afraid to admit that you did cast a covetous eye on that Rufus. Very understandable. To me, he seemed like a dashing daredevil.
On the contrary, Honey Bunny. He was nothing more than a self-centered fool.
That's enough! You two will have enough time to frolic once we've returned to Elysium.
Oh yeah, finally! Final preparations for our return have been made.
Very well. Now, I need to talk to you in private, Ambassador.
Of course. Why don't you scuttle on ahead, darling? Me and the bailiffs have urgent matters to discuss. Seemingly.
But
Shoo-shoo, sugar.
if you insist. So we'll see each other in a short while then.
Toodaloo.
Have you lost your mind completely? I thought we had an agreement. The memories of Ms. Gold must be deleted. And we need the Ascension codes.
Don't panic. I'm working on it. I'll swap the cartridges and leave the original on the platform. That should make everyone happy, right?
Yes, everyone except for the Deponians. If you try anything funny, I'll personally decapitate you with a rusty knife.
Like, go. Okay, well, I mean... Why's it gotta be a rusty knife he's decapitating me with? I'm just saying.
You can't be serious. People are living here, Cletus. I've seen them with my own eyes.
I already told you. Ulysses is right. We can't... Am I interrupting?
Rufus, finally! I was about to throw this ignorant idiot from the tower. Don't ask me why I fancied him in the first place.
What are you doing, Rufus? I thought we had an agreement. Think again, Cletus. I'll go to Elysium with Goal. This is a joke, right? Please go. Tell me that this is a joke.
It's not a joke. Rufus will come to Elysium with me. He'll help
You'll
me
be
to
living
tell everyone
evidence.
the truth about Deponia.
And you really believe they'll grant someone like him access to Elysium?
Why not? Everyone will think it's you.
Him? Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. I already told you that you shouldn't ape me. I already told you that you shouldn't ape me. Besides, that doesn't sound even remotely like me.
I think he does quite a good impression of you.
Huh. Be that as it may, this one-man flea circus will never pass for me. Look at the way he dresses. Disgusting. Give it up, Cletus. What's this? You're unleashing your lice upon me. Don't make me laugh. Do I have to get angry first? Are you threatening me? Listen, bub. I've got the third ASCAT in the art of shwekhu. Yeah, just like I do. Oh yeah? What's your dojo? 5? 5? I mean, yellow. Fire? Capricorn? Ocelot? Damn. Don't make me laugh. You two go ahead and sort it out between you.
But, Rufus...
And you're planning to elope to Elysium with a wimp like that? Don't make me laugh.
Rufus is miles ahead of you.
Yes, especially in the department of body odor.
You can't even hold a candle to Rufus.
Enlightenment is not his strong suit. Whoa. What have we here? A second disguise. Let's see who's the better Cletus.
Rufus is miles ahead of you.
Yeah, well... Yes, especially in the department of body odor. Almost as good as my handmade disguise. Ha-ha! The inventory in these rags is ridiculously small. You can't even fit a bucket and mop in there, let alone a parrot and 2 cats. I'll put my stuff here for now.
Rufus has a certain je ne sais quoi that you're lacking.
All right, that's enough. Oh, you mean the coat that I threw out? Ha! So this is the wimp you want to replace me with? Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. I already told you that you shouldn't ape me. I already told you that you shouldn't ape me. Besides, that doesn't sound even remotely like me.
I think he does quite a good impression of you.
Be that as it may, this one-man flea circus will never pass for me. He can try and put on my clothes all he wants and infest them with bugs. There is still one thing where I'm completely different.
Oh my.
Your sagging butt cheeks? My birthmark, you dumbass. Yeah, what are you doing? Ouch! No, don't! Ha!
Yeah, it was like the entire time that
we
was the
did
plan.
it. We really
Even before
did it.
he exposed his
Towards
ass to me.
Elysium.
Not so fast, buddy. What was the agreement that Cletus was talking about?
What? Oh, that. Forget it. That's all toxic waste under the bridge.
The booty
Let's go
warrior.
to Elysium.
Wait a minute. That's it, right? You don't even care about what happens to Deponia. You just want to get to Elysium, whatever the cost.
Me? No! What a change of attitude. He sounded quite different earlier. Deponia stinks. Only idiots live here. If it were up to me, they could blow the whole place sky high. Yada, yada, yada. You keep
Yeah.
out of this. Don't believe a word he's saying, Gol. He just wants to drive us apart.
But how do I know I can trust you?
Trust this rat. Don't make me laugh. Gol, he hates Deponia. He's an egomaniac, a thief, and a traitor. Just go through his things. I'm pretty sure you'll find a backup cartridge, just in case you realize what he's up to.
He wouldn't do that.
Well, go ahead. Have a look. Gol, don't.
I mean,
Gol, listen, you don't understand.
I think I understand very well. You know, Rufus, I really thought you were something special.
But I am something special.
I know you think that, but you're nothing but an egotistical scoundrel. You don't only resemble Cletus on the outside. Come over here. I want to take a good look at you before I return to Elysium alone, so I can remember what kind of a face not to fall for, yet a third time.
Oh, Gol, I'm sorry.
Bravo!
What next? Argus! About time, too! Get me down from here!
Why should I? From the start, you've been jeopardizing our plans, Cletus. Rufus, on the other hand...
You can't be serious! You're not saying you trust this lying rat more than me!
Why not? He is indeed a lying rat.
Hey!
But that's what makes him the perfect man for the job. He'll be celebrated as a hero in Elysium, and he'll get the girl. He'll get everything he ever dreamed of. Do you really think he'd risk all that just to save his home that he loathes so much? He's not man enough to do that. Once Gol sees his true self, he'll lose everything he tried to achieve. He'll never take that risk. Congratulations, Rufus. You did it. Just insert the backup cartridge and you can leave. Elysium awaits you.
now which way does Rufus go?
You want me to roll for a while?
No, don't worry. I know that you need to go easy on your back. And once we're back on Elysium, I'll give you a nice back rub, okay?
I guess so.
Come on, don't make such a gloomy face. In a way, it's a good thing that our inspection was without results. Although, I can't remember everything. Or was there something else? Come on, how about a bit more enthusiasm towards Elysium
So
and
far,
all that? Yes?
the Orgonon guy was right.
What's wrong? Is there something you'd like to tell me? Aren't you happy to be going back to Elysium?
I am. It's just that...
Well then, towards Elysium, right?
Say, Gol.
Yes?
It's like this.
I'm all ears.
Well,
What are you stammering about? Spit it out.
It's just that...
You're beginning to scare me. What's wrong with you?
All right then. I'm gonna tell you now, but you have to promise not to get mad.
Why, Cletus? Why would I get mad at you?
Calm down. Relax.
Relax. Some con man erases my memory, poses as my fiancé, and almost gets me involved in genocide, and I'm supposed to relax.
I told you about it, didn't I? I mean, I'm the good guy.
You'll be the dead guy if you don't return my old memories.
But that'd be suicide.
Believe me, buddy, not doing it would be suicide.
Okay, okay.
And now remove this fragment of pseudo-personality from my brain, and don't even think about inserting it again.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
We gotta go get the old one.
Ungrateful... Ooh, fortunately, the goal on the other cartridge likes me a bit more. Ugh! He could... Stop ogling like that. And what are you gonna do about it? I mean it. God have mercy on you if you... Wrong. God have mercy on you if you... Let me finish, you boob. And may God have mercy on you if you... No, on you.
This has to go faster. We need those codes. Yes, Bailiff. You do know what's at stake. If Ulysses had had his way, we'd all perish here on Deponia. Yes, Bailiff. Any problems here? No, Prime Controller, sir. Just a relay that short-circuited. This matter is of no concern now. I want to address the crew before we head on to Portofisco. Immediately. As you wish, Prime Controller. You heard the man. Get moving!
It's now or never. No time. They... Hello? Surprised, are we? I bet you thought you finally made it, huh? Lady Luck loves the righteous, so on and so forth, right? Well, think again,
He's gotta be
buddy.
suffering
It's
after that wedgie I gave him.
ironic. For once in your life, you decide to do the right thing, and immediately you lose everything. Your dream turns into a nightmare. The love of your life is lost, and your home planet gone. I would really love to pity you now, but the cable boat is ready, and the ascension codes have been entered. I don't want to let Elysium wait for me any longer. After all, they're expecting a report from me. I could have left already, by the way, but how shall I put it? My back is troubling me. I don't want to do all the rowing by myself. So, hand over the cartridge. Now! Goal's memories about your failed attempt to mess with my plans should still be stored in her short-term memory. I can delete that in a minute. Hand it to me. Ha! You wish.
What is going on here?
The Organon. Always on time, always reliable. I guess I owe you an apology. That rat didn't swallow your cheese, Bailiff, but I'm not an unforgiving person. Once Rufus hands over the cartridge, we'll be able to carry out our scheme as planned. Now more than ever.
You heard him, Rufus. Give him the cartridge now.
Come on, Rufus. Be reasonable. I will return to Elysium no matter what. You can't change that. But if you hand over the data, you'll at least have a chance at saving Goal. So, what do you say? Do we have an agreement? never. Well, I guess I'll have to row myself then. Too bad. But I should have known that your pride is more important to you than Gull's life. I bet you already figured out a nice lie to tell her when she wakes up. And, wait a minute. No, don't waste my time. Give me the cartridge or don't.
Okay, you win.
How unusually. And I bet the Gull would be thankful too. Unfortunately, she will never know that you even existed.
Why don't I just
My,
give him
my. Deponia will make
the other
such a great
cartridge?
display of fireworks for our wedding.
Cletus? What happened?
A lot. Can't you remember anything at all?
Of course I can remember. We two were on board an Organon cruiser. We wanted to inspect Deponia, right?
We're on Deponia now. Our mission is over.
Did I fall asleep?
There was an accident. You fell from the cruiser. That's why you can't remember anything. But take a look around. Deponia really is deserted.
Hopefully he gave her the other chip like he should have, but
Nothing but junk.
Yes, just junk. Nothing else. Come, let's go home to Elysium. We have to prepare our wedding.
Yes, let's go.
the fact that they have to row makes me chuckle.
Well, that's that, I guess. I'll be on my way too. The way home to Kuvak is long, and I need to prepare for the apocalypse.
Not so fast, Sonny. You didn't think we'd let you leave just like that. You know too much. Also, I believe you have something that belongs to us.
Oh yes, the cartridge.
Give it to me. What is it? What are you waiting for?
Oops.
No!
So long, suckers! No!
Get that traitor! Shoot him!
Well, my friend, did you lose something?
The cartridge. Bravo, Prime Controller, sir.
Damn.
See you later.
No! Stop!
What are you doing?
Stop!
Ah, you damn fool! Let go!
I was like, I thought he was over the handrail. Apparently, I had to go click ramp.
Huh. Back so soon? That was a pretty impressive fall. And you managed to land in the pile of needles. Never seen anything like it. You have my respect. Everything all right, kid? You
He
seem a
landed
bit
in a
stressed
pile of
out.
needles. To fall from that height into a pile of needles.
There. The course is set. Next stop, the floating black market.
Good, great, fine.
Are you all right, Rufus? You sound all tuckered out. You didn't finish telling me what happened up there on the tower. I don't want to be nosy, but, is Deponia safe?
That's out of my hands now.
Now look at you startled, the brain implant cartridge has not been swapped which was all part of the plan. A world has been rescued that he did detest. Who'd have guessed? I attest you'd have done just the same. So if you still want to force me to do stupid chores like washing the dishes, do the trash and such, you'll just prove that you haven't paid attention to what I said. The message at its core is like huzzah as a rule. Huzzah, the chorus guys rule.
It's the chorus guys rule. All right. So I guess that's the end of the game. The real question is what do we play now, if anything? We go into the next Deponia? Do I pick a different game and play that for a bit? But we did hit credits, so we're gonna let the credits roll because that is tradition. But now we need to think of what to do next. I have some games preloaded. I have some games we've started playing before. The question is what are we playing now? Can't really check it out because as soon as I tab out of the game, it freezes the screen, so we wouldn't be able to watch the credits. Spin the wheel on preloaded games. Well, that's the thing. I'd have to figure out which ones I have preloaded right now. And I'd have to set up the wheel. That's a whole lot of extra effort. All right, take a look at our loaded Steam games right now. We have Taiji, which is a puzzle game. Nautica's on a upcoming 24-hour stream. Probably do that on the 30th, I think. Let me look at the day real quick. Why is my GPU at 98%? Guys, I know I alt-tabbed out of the game, but wow, alt-tabbing out of the game it's maximizing GPU. I'm gonna kill that so it doesn't keep killing my computer. I don't really want to burn my GPU out on something that's running in the background. That's fucking crazy. Like as soon as I clicked out of it, it was like, oh, you want us to put maximum processing into that game there, right? It's like, no, nothing there. Okay, so we got Taiji, which is a puzzle game. We can do Total War Empire because I have that installed. We can do RimWorld or Stellaris, but I'm less inclined. Oh, we won the game. We beat that game. So now I got to figure out what to play next. But when I clicked out of the game, it was putting my processor at 99%, my GPU. So in order to, when I clicked out of Deponia, I have my task manager up that shows me like process percentages, and it was saying that it maxed out my GPU. So basically, for whatever reason, when I clicked out of Deponia, it put my 3090 at 100%. It was like, oh, you want to put extra processing, and I was like, I'm not burning out my GPU for you know, a game that's in the background on a frozen screen. So that's why that's what you're seeing. That's why it's a black screen right now, is because I was like, yeah, we're not destroying my game for this. You know what we could do? I don't know anything about this game. We're gonna play a game that I got from Luna on winning a Steam key. I don't know anything about this game. Let's see. It's called Bad End Theater. I know nothing about this game. I just know that when I was given the list, I wanted to try it out. It looked interesting. So we could do that. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna see this game together. Content warning: blood, gore, violence, and strong language. There we go. All right. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. Is my controller? You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. It looks like it uses a controller. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. Heads were the human, tails were the demon. See what we get. We're human. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the demon doll? Let's play nice. You try to make friends with the demon doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless. You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? You and the human doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. Why, this isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It's just not suited to my theater whatsoever. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you chose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now try turning the doll's behaviors on and off to see the different outcomes. Build the human doll, you're a fun little guy. Will you interact with the demon? You both attack each other at once and die together. Oh wait. Instantly make friends with the human doll, but it kills you. Okay. Yeah, I get it. This game saves your progress automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Oh, we're in the adpocalypse? Okay, before we start, we'll let the ads go through. I'm gonna use this opportunity. Yeah, I'm gonna use this opportunity to use the restroom while we're waiting for the ads to finish. But then we're going to rack up all of our bad endings. So I'll be right back. All right. The ads done. Nope, one more minute of ads. Carrot redeem. All right. Now let us begin our bad end theater. Let's be the underling. You're a demon underling in service to the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. Unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. A lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. I feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. They agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's overthrow her. No, you're sick of this Overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new Overlord. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take the day off like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. Consider your options. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start to marry a maiden without so much as a second thought and feel quite proud of that. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. People are screaming, running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't done anything yet. You attack the nearest human. He's old and weak, and his bones crunch delightfully. Your audience screams grow louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running toward you. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling, after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. You're a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You're told that you were fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you're a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity. Who knows? You're in church, you pray to your god asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You're impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were just to hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, see what happens. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. Looks pretty scary. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. The demon suddenly jumps in and starts biting a lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why'd you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon out to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate. Bit by bit, you're swallowed by the demon until you are no more. Wait. Yes. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, we know this. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. Okay, good. Tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you are introduced to the overlord. He lectures the underling that brought you here, who was apparently told not to leave their post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. But to your surprise, she lets them off easy. The underling is dismissed, and the overlord turns to you, looking very interested. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. Turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens, or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told the demons would one day seek you out, something awful would happen, then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. The overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude. How rude. You just got here. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you. And little by little, you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving humans any excuse to send a hero after them. You realize that must be why you'd never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought that demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really, they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. Kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. Then a hero barges into the room. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The Overlord walks past the hero and out into the hall. She's wailing. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene he's left for her. The Overlord tears the hero apart in retaliation. You watch silently, unable to scream. The Overlord, who you had just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you. It's clear now that you had been deceived by her sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. You somehow managed to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. You never look back. I mean, she just watched all of her people crushed and murdered in the hallway. I don't think that's the Demon Lord's fault. You're the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable, swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures, fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You're told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby Demon Overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. We're born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You can kill them to gain experience. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. You attempt to explain why you've come, but the monster before you is eyeing you with suspicion. They can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier you haven't had the chance to wash off yet. Whoops. You have no choice but to fight the army in self-defense. Oh well, more experience points for you. You make your way through the castle, fending off all the demons that stand in your way. You make it to the Overlord's chamber and hope you're still in time to save the maiden. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord, just as you suspected. But for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. There's no time to hesitate. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. He screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden your hand. He takes it after slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. You are remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. You're the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. A pretty cushy life, you think? Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. Their deal anyway. You've actually avoided pissing off the humans in hopes that they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole overlord thing, if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. I see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What do you do with this underling? You tell them to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul a day. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the overlord sure is great. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here definitely caused trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost, but the maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also really want her to leave in case something bad happens. This whole situation is just asking for trouble, you think. Against your better judgment, you let her hang out for a little while longer. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not all what she expects them to be. You're glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kinds of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans as not to agitate them and get heroes sent out after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. Because of your orders, isn't it? Very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and that you were actually super evil all along. Maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. People in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not. You notice the sounds of battle have started ringing through the castle halls. The maiden's getting nervous, but you reassure her it's only your underlings roughhousing. No big deal. You know it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that your army will take care of it. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. But he shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there, unsure of himself. He's covered in demon blood. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You're not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about your castle is really taking it out of you. The hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why has it turned out like this? You feel a sudden sharp pain through your back. You look down to see a blade protruding from your chest. Oh, that was careless of you. So this is how you die, stabbed in the back by some cowardly hero. What a joke. You're supposed to be the ruthless one. That's right, humans can't be trusted. Not if this is what they're capable of. You should have remembered that before letting one in. He watches the hero takes the maiden's hand, leading her through the sea of corpses that he left in his wake. Captured by a demon, at least she got what she came here for. You join your army in eternal slumber. Hey. The Overlord, you live in a day. Okay, we've already done this part. He asked for his day off. Taking a day off. Yeah, but the hero now. He was apparently searching for the maiden who was. After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. The maiden apologized for causing trouble, and the hero asked her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. Maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before you can steal your maiden away. She's frightened. You don't understand why. Did she say she refers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. You take a step toward the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. She wanted to stay here with you. The hero was trying to get in the way of that. You had to kill him. You'll be sure to keep this maiden very safe from now on. Okay. Let's see. So you're certain that she'll return to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. No, I just have to remember which routes. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while, until your door slams shut. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? Try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule from if this one burns? You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you. This is no accident, those ungrateful bastards. You choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. You can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. Let's go with... no, that's gonna end up the same, I think. Try that one. Get back to work. You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. You fall asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as the overlord. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. Yep. Maid. You left have all the conversation in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face to tell her to get lost. The maiden does what she's told and takes her leave. You figure you may as well go back to bed now. But you don't get to rest for very long. One of your underlings is tearing your throat out. You try to struggle, but you can tell you're already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of ending? You curse at them, choking on your own blood. You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Right. You have the day off. You're awakened by one of your underlings. A hero wishes to speak with you. He inquires about a maiden who was rumored to be here, but you never seen her. Humans don't visit often, or ever really. As the hero takes his leave, you wonder why he totally trusted you there. Heroes traditionally kill demons. This guy seemed like he was bad at his job, in your opinion. Whatever. You're still feeling sleepy, so you go right back to your nap. Then you die. You hear voices in the hall. You aren't sure how long you slept. The sound of a shutting door forces you awake. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? Damn. We already got the torch tending. Flee like a coward. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. You can't return home now, your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You take your chance at the castle. You're here after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down and feel very uncomfortable, But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chamber. That was easy. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever, at least that she knows of. You think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove she's lying either. You would apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. The end. Le fin. Useless hero end. Alright. Like a coward. Have him let us in. The Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. The maiden explains that she was never actually captured, that she came here on her own volition. That's a pretty dangerous thing for her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to the town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. Oh, I think we got nine endings now. The Overlord is burned and had their throat ripped out. And then had the hero impale her.